I would say I'm not the typical law student. I came from a family where we didn't have the type of social and economic status as most of the families of other people I went to law school with. I was really lucky as a Year 12 student at the ANU gave me a prize which covered the cost of all my textbooks. To somebody like me, that made a huge difference, and it felt also like a real sense that there were people who believed in you and thought you should be there. Over the years, I sort of took a couple of gap years throughout my law degree. I lived in Pakistan for 7 months and led a project there and worked with women there. In Australia, I did a bunch of volunteer work, and what struck me was that I started to feel that there was a bit of a disconnection between the mandatory law school curriculum that's taught in every law school in Australia and these issues of injustice in our community that I was seeing. I felt frustrated that these weren't kind of making their way into the classroom when these were very clever, very privileged people that I was surrounded by. There was sort of this belief that no matter what you wanted to do, you should go and work at a corporate law firm first, and that didn't make any sense to me. So I started to encourage conversations in the law school, and over several years that actually grew into a very significant campaign that became national. It had chapters in other law schools. We got huge amounts of media coverage. We were on television. At the ANU, we were really lucky. It was really a place where something like that could flourish, and they ended up being changes that were made to the curriculum. As a result, great experience of realising that even as a young student, you can exercise power within an institution that may seem so much more powerful than you are. A few years after I graduated from the ANU, I won the Anne Wexler Fulbright Public Policy Scholarship, which covers 2 years of doing a Masters of Public Policy in the United States. It enabled me to then go to the US and live in New York and do my postgraduate education there. So I'm currently the Policy and Research Director at the Foundation for Alcohol Research and Education, which is a national public health organisation focused on preventing and reducing alcohol harms. I often summarise my career overall by saying that I've kind of worked on every social justice issue that there is. I've worked on climate action, sexual and reproductive health rights. I've worked with trade unions on workers' rights, and I think understanding the law and understanding what a human rights framework means are tools that enable you to bring a skill set to almost any issue of justice, really, that you want to make a difference on. For me, that's made my career really interesting because I can work across a huge range of issues that I really care about and which I think are all issues that interact to hopefully get us toward a world that's more equal and more fair. Something that I am really hoping to do in the near future is to come back to law school, hopefully here at the ANU, and teach the kind of course that I would have dreamed of doing when I was here. Law is one of the most powerful languages you can learn in our society. If you're somebody who understands something about what it's like to not have power, to not be part of the most powerful group in society, whether that's because you're an Aboriginal person or a queer person or whatever the reason might be, then you are one of the people that we need the most. I would especially encourage people who have that lens to pursue law school.